What is happening? Welcome back to the gym. I hope your training's been going well for the past few weeks. Mine certainly has, and I'm excited for this week's back and biceps workout. When you're on a push legs pull split, just 3 days in the gym, these training sessions become much more exciting, and the farmer's tan is making my arms look slightly more cut, which is nice. I have a great workout planned, and after a solid 15-minute warm up with resistance bands and light weights, I'm starting with 2 sets of wide grip pull downs. It's about an hour after I got home from work and I'm ready to move some weight. It was a stressful day at the office, they often are, but what training does is it gives me an hour where I can control something. I can control my effort, my discipline, and make sure that I show up in the gym for no one else but myself. Next exercise, chest supported rows with dumbbells, 50-pound dumbbells, which is pretty heavy for me, but since the support of the bench takes my lower back out of the equation, I can focus all of my effort on squeezing the muscles of the upper back. At the bottom, letting the shoulder blades move forward and getting a good stretch, then pulling the elbows back and getting a strong contraction between my shoulder blades. I imagine a walnut in the center of my back between my shoulder blades, and I've been starving for weeks. I need to squeeze my shoulder blades together in order to crack that nut so I can eat. Obviously, it's a metaphor, but that's the cue I'm thinking of. Moving on, building some back width and thickness with bent over barbell rows. This is a movement where it can be tempting to use momentum, but I'm focused on staying tight through the core, keeping my position, and making my back move the weight. As with most exercises I do in the garage, I'm taking both sets to failure. I mentioned earlier that the gym is a space where all negative thoughts take a back seat, but we're human beings, and every once in a while, those negative thoughts will creep in. Sometimes they show up right in the middle of a set. Like the mind-muscle connection, awareness and mindfulness is a skill that needs to be developed. When I recognize my mind is wandering elsewhere, I take a second to slow down and think about the task in front of me, bring myself back to the present moment, control what I can control, which is the way that the weights are moving with the bar. And like any skill, mindfulness takes time to master, but it will reduce stress and anxiety. And since I did plenty of stressing and slouching at work today, I wanted to throw in 2 sets of shrugs to try to reverse that damage. Always going heavy, I grabbed 50-pound dumbbells and repped out as many as I could. Dumbbell shrugs are one of those exercises where it sometimes takes a few reps to find the sweet spot, to find the right path for the dumbbells and the right movement pattern to really feel the traps working. But once you find that groove, that is such a nice feeling. 4 sets left to go, finishing up this pull workout with biceps, starting with 2 sets of easy bar curls. I like the easy bar because my elbows are oddly shaped, and using the straight bar puts a lot of torque on the joints. The easy bar changes the hand position, making it nice and comfy. I got this bar for $5 on Facebook Marketplace about 10 years ago. Lots of miles on this bar. Of course, I'm taking both sets to failure, adding a slight rest pause to crank out some more reps. Form is breaking down, getting a little nasty, but that's okay from time to time. Last exercise, bicep curls with the cables. What an upgrade this cable machine has been. 2 sets, taking both to failure. And this was a great workout despite the stress and craziness of the day. But never in my life have I regretted working out. I've regretted not working out, but never has there been a day where I walked out of the garage gym and back into the house feeling worse than I did before. Mentally anyways. The weights don't judge you. They don't care what kind of day you had. They just ask that you show up and do the work. If you're having a difficult day, you don't need the perfect workout. Sometimes walking into the gym and cranking out some reps is all the mind and body needs. And that's going to do it for today's video, but I'll see you back in the gym real soon.